Welcome
to the
South Jersey Shore. Welcome to Cape May, the final stop on our journey. I am standing in front of the Emlyn Physic Estate, which is an example of one of the things that makes Cape May so popular, which is Victorian architecture. Now, Emlyn Physic was a doctor in Philadelphia who built this amazing house because he liked the beach and he wanted a seaside resort. He actually liked it so much that he moved down here permanently. It's a big, grand, gorgeous home, and the thing that happens with big, grand, gorgeous homes is that they're expensive and they're difficult to upkeep. So once the house got out of the Physic hands, it fell into disrepair. That happened to a lot of houses in this area. And in the 1950s and 60s, the idea was that let's knock down all these buildings and build condos and developments because this Victorian stuff is worthless. Enter Carolyn Pitts. She, with help from the Cape May Cottagers Association, ended up applying the whole town for National Historic Registrar status, meaning that you couldn't touch any of these buildings no matter how poorly they were in shape. She did this without the approval of the mayor, the congressman, or the governor of New Jersey. But it passed, but there was nothing that they could do. Now, most of these buildings are restored and have been turned into bed and breakfast, which gives Cape May the romantic appeal. It's very big with couples. We're standing in front of the Bill May Cottage, which is a B&D. D stands for doggy, so you can bring your dog. Me and my dog, Emily, a Jack Russell Terrier, have stayed here before and she loves it. The wraparound porch is enclosed, so in nice weather, when there's a lot of people here, they have yappy hour, where the grown-ups can have drinks and appetizers, and the dogs can meet each other and hang out too. I'm sitting in front of Congress Hall, which was once called Tommy's Folly. Thomas Hughes built this resort the first time in 1816, and everybody thought he was crazy to try and build a seaside resort down in Cape May. But it turned into such a huge success, and by the time it was a success, Tommy became a congressman, hence the name Congress Hall. Now, Congress Hall has had its ups and downs. It was burned down in the Great Fire of Cape May and rebuilt, this time out of brick. It served as a hotel, it's been shut down, a Bible conference center until the early part of this century when Curtis Bashaw decided that he was going to resurrect Congress Hall into what it once was, which is a beautiful seaside resort hotel. Again, people thought he was crazy, but it has turned into a wonderful success, not just for Curtis, but also for Cape May. It is probably one of the nicest places to stay in Cape May. It also rolls into Cape May's status as a destination wedding spot. It is the third most popular destination wedding spot in the country behind Las Vegas and Walt Disney World. There's a grand ballroom in there that can hold large weddings. You can also get married or have your reception on the lawn. It is an absolutely beautiful place to have a wedding, a great place to stay, and it's also a lot of fun even if you're just visiting. I mean, come on, what could be more relaxing than this? Sunset Beach in Cape May. This is the end of my journey. To the left is the sun setting, which is something you can see in Cape May where you can't see anywhere else in my book. And on the right is the Atlantis. The Atlantis is a concrete ship. Yes, a concrete ship. In World War I, when steel was short, they tried other materials to make ships. And concrete was one of them. And believe it or not, it actually worked for a while. But when the war was over and the ships came back, they had no use for concrete ships because they weren't as great as steel ships. So they were going to use the Atlantis as a base for a bridge. And what happened was they waited so long to build the bridge, they actually anchored her out in the water to wait until they were ready, but she broke free and ran aground. Now if you notice, that's not aground. This is the edge of New Jersey, and it keeps eroding away, so now she's out in the middle of the ocean. They couldn't move her then, they can't move her now, so that's where she's gonna stay. There it goes. I don't think we're gonna see sunset tonight. A little unpredictable with the weather down here. We had a foggy start this morning. We're gonna have a foggy ending of the day. It's been a really long day. I've never done this before. It's been a very, very long day. I'm very tired. This looks really comfortable with the ocean, sand, the pillow. Do you guys come down for sunset often?
Sure.
Every time you can?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because there's a lot of folks around. You get to see them lower the flag. It's just a fun thing to do.
What's the dog's name?
Bear.
Hey, Bear.
Oh, Bear. Oh. He's a little freaked out. He's like protecting this area of the. Is he he's a Matol.
A Matol water?
Thanks for coming down the shore with Jen.